guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to bring you a kind of unedited get ready with me video. And so yeah, today I have kind of a full day of filming, and normally before baby I would be more camera ready kind of every day or basically whenever I needed to shoot something, and now I have to kind of plan out my shoot days a little bit more strategically to make sure that I'm ready, my hair is clean and all of it. So since today I am filming a video for the YouTube channel, but for the Saturday video, and as well as I'm filming this is going to be on the vlog day, which we post on Wednesdays. So Wednesdays is for vlogs, Saturdays more like hair kind of learning content. And I also plan to shoot a reel for Instagram later today. The baby is fed. I thought I had like an hour to be able to work, and she got hungry sooner, so taking care of that. She's hanging out with dad, and so yeah, let's get on with this. So basically I've tried to kind of simplify my routine by getting products that I really love. So some products are kind of new to me, some are old favorites. Starting off with the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. And I've talked about this in the past, and I absolutely love this one. And I actually finished the last bottle of this and like didn't get any more new. And since being pregnant, I've just had the most worst dry skin I have ever experienced. I've always had oily skin my whole life. So I don't know if this is just like a hormone kind of a change situation going on, or if this is the skin that I have from now on, but I don't know how to treat it. I've been planning on like booking an appointment with an esthetician, getting a facial, and kind of learning to treat this new skin that I'm in. As if I don't have enough stuff to kind of adjust and learn already, but you know, that's life. So I'm applying the Nars Sheer Glow foundation. And there's the new Nars, what's it called? I don't remember it, but it's like a really like rectangular kind of packaging, and everyone's talking about it and saying that it's amazing, so I'd love to try. But yeah, on like weekdays that I'm not shooting or like on camera, I try and get ready in like under 10-12 minutes. Or at least makeup wise, but this is probably gonna take a little bit longer because I am talking to you. But let's try and get this done, I guess, as quickly as possible. But some days I like look at myself and I'm like, wow, I could tell I did this in 5 minutes. Another thing that's happened since baby is these horrible dark under eye circles. I mean, kind of always have them, but obviously the lack of sleep lately, they've just gotten so much worse. So I'm using the Becca concealer pot in Fair Light. I kind of use this more as like a primer to concealer, and I never thought I'd say that, but yeah, that's where we are. We're double concealing under the eye. And obviously I probably don't do this every day, but on a camera day, I feel like it is absolutely necessary. And if I'm looking in a million directions, is because there's the mirror behind you, there's the viewfinder, which I keep, you know, trying to check. I have a ring light on, which you can see the reflection. Probably not going to edit that out. So yeah, I mentioned in a video like a week or two ago, how like my content will just inevitably have to change just because of time and because I'm a new mom and basically my life is different, and it would be like a huge lie for me to like keep things exactly as they were, because they're just not. So that's going to be reflected in my content like I've mentioned. Yeah, hopefully you guys are into the more natural, raw, real life stuff, because this is where we're at. All right, so I've finished my last Tarte Shape Tape and I kind of played around with other things, and we're back to this. I think the reason why I like this is more so for the application than the actual formula, but maybe I'm wrong. I just feel like this applicator just makes it so easy, and it's like easy to blend also. Once it's on the skin, claims it's creaseless. Maybe if you're 14, but I definitely feel like it creases. But I do think the color and the application, it's really easy to work with, really easy to blend out. Yeah, so in terms of content, I feel like I am doing a lot more collabs, or maybe it's just the way it feels. Like sometimes you signed up with for a collab video and you don't end up shooting for like a couple months later, and it just feels like lately I just feel like I have a lot of collabs to film, or like a lot of content where it's not just, oh, I have this idea for Saturday, then I sit down and shoot this. It's more like, oh, I need to get this video shot by Tuesday. It needs to be edited by Friday. And then I need to have the final pass like done by, whatever day. And I feel like it's been a lot of that since like December. And it's a busier time anyway for us, obviously, with the new baby. Can't really tell if this is blended correctly, but I have to say, like, I literally feel like I have to pinch myself every day that I get to like focus and talk about and do what I absolutely love. But not only that, but I get to do it from home, and I get to be with my baby, and as like tough as that is, it's like such a blessing. And I love that in the middle of this, if she starts crying, I can, go see if she's okay. But I thought I was like superwoman in like the first couple of weeks, and I had this collab to shoot, and it was like really strict on timing, and I just was doing what I was doing always, and just taking care of the baby, and I didn't ask for any help, and I thought, oh, I can do it all. And I about had a meltdown one day, because she was just, of course, the one day that you have like a million things to do is the day that she like doesn't feel well or is fussy or, just wants some more attention. And I just like, had a crazy meltdown with Adam, and I was just like, I can't do this. And he was like, oh, I was actually not that busy today at work. Like, why didn't you ask for help? And I'm like, in my mind, it's like if he's in his office, it's because he's busy, because the second that I feel like I'm, have a free minute, I would always be checking on the baby and be like, oh, like, what can I do? But I think it's just a little bit, not to generalize, but I do think that that's a little bit of like the difference between like men and women. Like men just are laser focused on a task, and women are like, have their minds on 500 other things. So after that meltdown, I feel like I'm just so much better about asking for help and, kind of carving time out during the week. So if I know like, hey, I have these 2 collabs to shoot this week, I will like write out a schedule, and it's like Tuesday I need 2 hours, Wednesday I need 3 hours, and then 2 hours in the evening, whatever, stuff like that. And that's just been so much more helpful. And I think for Adam, it's just he needs to know kind of ahead of time, or not ahead of time, but like know kind of a breakdown, like, okay, I need 2 hours. And so that's been working for us. We currently don't have any outside help, except for my parents that visit like on weekends and will help us out anything that we need, or if we, like Adam and I need to go somewhere, they'll like watch Amelia for like an hour or two. So that's been really nice. We've thought about maybe once she's a little older, getting a little bit of help with her here at home, even if just like 4 or 5 hours a day. So I'm still here. If she like needs something, it's not, I feel like it would be a much bigger deal if I was like leaving her at, you know, daycare or something. But just so that both Adam and I can like focus on like work for a couple hours a week even. I just feel like that will help us just get things done. But yeah, that first week is obviously really tough, and because there's no schedule, there's like nothing feels organic. That was, I think, the biggest thing for me. Like I feel like I have a pretty good, you know, I had over 30 years to perfect and scheduleize my life, and then you have a baby and all that is like out the door, and you feel like, you know, the ground from under you has been taken away, and you're like, what am I doing? But I kind of just tried to embrace it all, and just tried to focus on how absolutely adorable she was and how quickly I knew she would grow, and to just enjoy and embrace every moment. She's 8 weeks today, and now I finally get like when parents would be like, she's 37 months or 37 weeks, and it'd be like, wait, how many months is that? But now it makes sense, because when they're this little, like she's not 2 months old yet, because on the 29th she'll be 2 months, but today she's 8 weeks, so it's technically 2 months. Anyway, I'm still very much counting in weeks, and also when you go by weeks, that's when you you learn about their like leaps. So that means any change in development is like weekly, not monthly. So yeah, I get now why parents are on a weekly newborn schedule. Okay, where are we at? Now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of contour. But yeah, figuring it out, and I feel like every day does get easier in terms of like having a schedule and kind of feeling like I got this. But all in all, she's such a good baby and such a sweetheart. And it's just, her cuddles and snuggles are the absolute best thing and best feeling in the entire world. I feel like every mom will say that, and you're like, sure, whatever, but it's true. I've had a lot of parents kind of ask, not parents, sorry, friends that are not parents ask, you know, like, is it as hard as everybody says? Like, I'm kind of on the fence, like, do I want kids? And basically, I think, like, if you feel like your life is fulfilled and you don't feel the need for kids, I just feel like what I've learned is, like, it's a huge responsibility, which that I knew, but it's a lot. It's not like for someone that was thinking, oh, maybe I don't want kids. But is my camera gonna shut off? It's saying that it's overheating. Yeah, so my camera completely died, and so I did my eyebrows off camera just so that, to give basically the camera a minute. But what I was saying is basically when it comes, you know, to like having a baby, like you will know if you want to have kids or not. And basically it is as difficult as you imagine, but it's also incredible and amazing and the best thing ever also. That is something that I think you can't kind of imagine. And I think that's what like parents try to tell non-parents, like what it feels like. And like, I feel like it's almost like, we don't want you to miss out on this incredible feeling. But what I'm saying is no one should, you know, try and convince you, obviously, like, you know what you want. And I have friends that feel completely satisfied and, you know, accomplished and, you know, without a baby, and they don't feel like they need to have a baby to feel all these grand things. So I don't know why I got on that super long tangent, but yeah, it's the most amazing thing, but also the most difficult thing. And forgot to set my eyebrows. I've been using the Refi. There it is. I really like this one. It is white, so it kind of leaves a little bit of a white cast if you don't fully kind of brush it in, but I think it has really good staying power. I think it's much better than the Anastasia brow gel, which I used for a very long time. All right, now moving on to lips. I actually got this NYX lip liner in pale pink, and it is very light, but I like it. I feel like every lip liner that I get is always like very brown based, and that's what I like about this one. And it was my birthday last week and a half ago. My brother's birthday in a week. So basically there's Christmas, a week later there's New Year's, 2 weeks later is my birthday, and then 3 weeks after that is my brother's birthday. And then our family is like done celebrating for a little bit. I love having a birthday in January. I think everyone likes whenever their birthday is, but I love like fresh starts. So I love the beginning of the year. I love January. I love that stores are like filled with like Valentine's Day, like lovey cutesy things, but it's not Valentine's Day yet. I know that like everyone has like a weird relationship with Valentine's Day, and it's not their favorite holiday, and I get it. It can like bring up, you know, not so good feelings if you're like not in a relationship or just went through a breakup. And one of my like big devastating breakups was in January, and I remember like feeling like hopeful. I mean, I was absolutely gutted from this breakup, so just to get that like right. But I felt like that Valentine's Day, I was like, it's not just about like relationship love, it's like all kinds of love. And I had a great time with my family, and ended up doing like a girly kind of like date night with a friend, and it was just like kind of like liberating and fun. And it took, for me at least, it took like that stigma out of like the Valentine's Day. And so like I absolutely love the holiday. I know it's not a very popular opinion, but yeah, that's why I love January. And now I'm looking for lipstick, and I need to hurry up. Like I said, obviously if I was doing this on my own, probably be done in like 15 minutes. I don't know how long I've been filming for, but then I'm just topping it off with my Charlotte Tilbury in KKW. I love this shade. I've tried so many other shades. Pillow Talk, such a beautiful color. It's just a little bit browny for me. Speaking of brown, if I feel like the outline of my lips is a little too light, I go in with MAC's Strip Down and just do a little bit over, just to give a little bit of definition. But if I go in straight with this, I just feel like it looks way too brown on me. Also, I've mentioned this a couple times on my channel, I got all filler dissolved from my face. Well, I'd only had it in my lips, but I had all of that dissolved, I would say like a couple of months before the pandemic, and then the pandemic hit, and then I was like, okay, I'm not gonna go in. And then I got pregnant, so my forehead is like fully moving because I've also not gotten any Botox. So I miss the Botox more than the filler, but that's not blending nicely. So feel like now that I've had the baby, I've just kind of been feeling like, well, what can I do that I haven't been able to do, and how can I like focus a little more on myself? And I've been thinking about, this is a terrible angle by the way, I feel like all of my features on my face are completely distorted, but I always think on camera I feel like my like chin and jawline just like looks so huge, and I feel like in person when I look in the mirror it doesn't look like that, but I could be wrong. But yeah, I've been thinking about possibly not topping off because I don't have anything on there, but currently they're giving a little bit of lip filler, maybe on my top lip. I don't know, I feel like I kind of miss it, and maybe maybe some Botox on my forehead, because we need that. But yeah, it's been I think 2 years since I've done anything like that, so yeah, I'm just going to apply mascara and be done. All right, made it down to the studio. We are going to make sure that lighting and the whole setup is right, and we're gonna start filming.